Hey, it's Steady Steve, and it's Christmas Day 2018. And because it's Christmas Day, you know what that means, right? You know what that means, right? Absolutely nothing from IGG, because as I say every year, IGG cancel Christmas every single year. Every single year. It's one of my friends just saying, we should meet up in the new year, which we've been saying for, I don't know, 10 years, something silly. Anyway, kill. Right, kill. Right, no, it's going to do deck duels. Right, so this is my deck. I haven't changed it since, I don't know, forever. Got Wraith Hunter, who I still love, at level 7. Talent Protection, Cold 10. Doesn't have to be Cold 10, just find Cold kind of useful. That's Mr. Box who inspired me for that. Freezing Dance. Yeah, in terms of equipment, I've only got a model, and that's what equipment I've got. It's not awful, but really it's the stuff at the top really that I want more skills from equipment. I might well do that next Alice Bond if we get an Alice Bond. There you go. Yeah, okay, so I'll go through all my creatures quickly. Octavius, no interest in full skill. Those are the runes I've got on it. Just tends to be that, like, the baseline I've got is level 5, so vitality, protein, and violence because of the skill that Octavius has got, particularly the bombard. 50% of the total attack to everybody as direct damage. And the Furious Witch with immunity at level 10. This is a Voodoo Quintemptrice. Voodoo at level 9, the rune. It's not worth getting to level 10, in my point of view. Hanzo, Concealed Strike at level 10. It's very important to get that to level 10, and it's a real ball ache to do it. Assassinate's one of those skills you can get from, just generally from the altar. I haven't used Omniscient to get that Assassinate up, so I can do 270 direct damage. Look at that, so barely worth it. Anyway, but I did improve the dodge, just because I got the dodge from the altar. And I think that was also, I didn't use gems to generate the those. I can't remember how I did it. I haven't played it in a long time. Anyway, Spirit Painter, immunity 7, immunity rune on it, just give it a little bit more health. Perfect copy. I got it up to level 2. I wouldn't mind that to be higher. Somebody asked me in the comments really why I did it. I can't remember such, but I think at the time, if I was cloning Aquarius, its health needed to be slightly higher, so when it received damage, it would trigger the Diamond Dust. That's how I remember it anyway, so I can't verify that now because I did it months ago. But anyway, that's the thing. And also I wanted anything that got cloned to be slightly healthier. So there's those two kind of reasons. Blood Letter. It's got Revive Meld on it and the Revive Rune. In the future, this will be my Revive carrier. I just need to generate more copies. At the moment, I've only got 1 copy. This copy. And I improved Magma Breath to 6. What I'm thinking is, if I take that to level 10 and it's got some awful 4th skill, for example, like magic based, and I've got to suffer that until I get enough to do Revive, that may well not be good. Anyway, so I've got Aquarius, absolutely awesome. My theory about it being nerfed at some point to balance the game hasn't happened, probably won't happen. And Frostblade, that's a 4th skill on my Paragon. So anyway, let's get to work. And I hope everybody's having a great Christmas all around the world. I did actually really want to do this during the Heaven's Blessing, in hope of getting, you know, more even matches. I might have to do that. I know. I just kind of assume that these guys can't possibly beat me. That's what I assume. I'm not saying it's going to be right. Really, I should wait as well because you only got 55,000 health. But I want to try and move things along, so let's just do this. Just thinking, I wonder if he's going to clone my Queen Temptress. Interesting. Anyway, also it's kind of useful that I get his rage down because of this, really, the Warlord's Band, which is the best of what I see up here right now, as well as a bit of Painter. It's not often that I fight Dementor either, so that's kind of, you know, marginally interesting for me. I'm guessing he's waiting so he can place Queen Temptress. Yep. I still just want to move things along, but I'm guessing he's going to clone this if I play it. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Just double checking I didn't have a Paragon to keep that locked away, because he's going to revive or recycle them at some point. I don't know which one of these is likely to be revived, but he's not going to get revived from me, because these aren't revive in play. Okay. Oh, he's in a lot of trouble. Who do I want to get rid of? Tricky. So let's just roll the dice. Is he going to play his Warlord's Band just to kind of balance out the damage I've done to him? He shouldn't have played it, I just wondered if he would. Kind of wish I had S revive, but obviously I don't have it. I'll wait for my Hanzo so I can control his rage. I'll take away 50% of it. That's a lot. Oh, bless. Did he play it? Oh yeah, he played it. Yeah, fair enough. It's not going to be enough though, that's the thing. And that little trick that he's got is now spent. Well, I think I want to revive things before he plays his card. Let's just do that. To be honest, he hasn't got any revive or recycle cards I would see. They're just guessing, so I didn't really have to play it, but I'm feeling a little bit impatient, so let's just try and move things along. Oh, he's quit. There you go. I think the thought that he can't get rid of my Paragon probably did tip it for him, who knows. Anyway, let's give it a bit of time. Okay, so Heaven's Blessing at 4 o'clock. It's kind of like 8 o'clock UK time right now. So it's basically it's like 10 past 8, so it's going to be at least another hour before that it's going to trigger again, but maybe 2 hours, aka we're going to continue. But it's really good to be playing deck duels again, playing against people live. It's a really great idea by IGG, and they followed through, they made it happen, and yeah, good. Just thinking what, oh bless, just thinking what I'm going to do with the next Alice Bond if we get it. Don't know. I quit. I'll quit against any kind of 4-star hero. That's my policy from now on. Unless I'm trying to rank, as I said in the last video. But yeah, do I go for the equipment again? Because they've been really tight. If you've seen any of my past videos how I generate sparks, I hardly ever see those sparks, and when I do, I don't really get it on the cheap. You know what I'm saying? So I get it when I've spent quite a lot of gems, which kind of takes away from it being a, you know, up viable way to generate sparks, which is slightly annoying. Okay, we've got 2 more chances, right? I don't want to see a Vile Songstress, because if I was coming up against the Mr. Box, I would definitely lose, right? Because Mr. Box's deck is absolutely awesome, and mine is nowhere near that level, right? But I'm at the gold tier, so I'm not going to be coming up against the whales. Mr. Box is a whale, right? I'm just worried I'm not going to have any kind of balanced battles. I don't want to see somebody who just know I'm going to win. I want them to have at least an Aquarius, because I've got an Aquarius. If they don't have it, then it's an unbalanced battle. Pointless. Careful what you wish for, boy. I'm obviously not going to win. Let's just see what he's got. D-Revive, my man Yamada-san. I don't think he was talking about D-Revive. What was he? Was it D-Revive or S-Revive he was talking about? Because normally people think just Revive, right? He's talking D-Revive, this dude here. And 50% chance of reviving more than one with that Revive rune. Rot. Got 2 Warlords banned. To be honest, I might have had a go if he didn't have these 2 Warlords banned. Tuned. Blade Shards. Confined. I don't know what he's waiting for. He's obviously going to win. And I'll just quit. Let's move it on. We've got 1 more battle. Okay? And hello to this dude. I'm not hating on people who've got awesome decks. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm free to play, so I can't compete. So for me, it's pointless. But yeah. Anyway, so it is what it is. It is what it is. 1 more battle. I was actually thinking I'd have to do a tournament battle just to balance it out. But I'm not. We're going to go up against Vile Songstress. Let's see what he's got. He's got nothing I can see. Oh, Horn Beast. He's got a Light Brave. Oh my gosh, man. It's like the ghost of Christmas past. Spirit Caller. Oh, man. Listen, I'm going to auto it. We'll see how I get on. And that is another thing I do if I think it's going to be an unbalanced battle. I haven't looked at his equipment. He could still win. Of course he could. I was just looking at those first couple of creatures and thinking he's got no chance, let's be honest. But these are all going to be touched by Requiem for a start. So that's the problem. This could have gone better. I'm going to lose my Revive from the get-go. It is more interesting for me. I'm still going to be honest with you though, it is much more interesting for me to play like this, just with auto, in this scenario. And to be honest, that's what I think a whale should do. I'm not saying that I'm a whale, I'm not a whale. If a whale's going up against somebody with an obviously more inferior deck, the minimum they could do if they're not going to quit is just auto from the start. Okay? Like what I did. Minimum. Point of view. Rot. I think he's got to place 2 Queen Temptress. No, he's got 3, hasn't he? The Spirit Caller, they'll all retreat. Let's see what happens. I kind of want him to kill those at the start so I can like recycle them. Careful what you wish for, boy. How timely is that for my Aquarius? Now obviously I build decks to try and have some rage control at timely places. I usually aim for about 3 or 4 To be fair, that was definitely timely. And I don't really mind them being retreated. So what? Just means they're going to come back and do it all again. I do need, obviously, to get rid of that Paragon. So it's going to be interesting. I've got freezing darts as well. It's going to be interesting to see what we can do with that. I was actually looking, thinking, I've got a skill potency at 37.47%, so his skill resist 19. I've got an extra, basically, all my creatures going to hit for an extra, say, 19-18%. Okay. Oh, we are definitely going to lose. Definitely going to lose, because all these are going to be requiemed. All my creatures are going to be requiemed, which is what's known as a little bit of a pain. The only way that I wouldn't lose is if I randomly manage to clone one of their Berserker cards once it's died and once I've got rid of Paragon. Which is not going to happen. The only person who could change this around is, I was thinking Octavius, but I guess it's Octavius with the Spirit Painter. We in a whole heap of trouble now. My chica, she bought her nephew a telescope. And he's 7 years old, so you can imagine that a 7-year-old, what they're really looking forward to, not a football, not Manchester City uniform, whatever, they want a telescope. Go figure. That means you can't choose them. It's not looking all that bad, is it? Especially if he plays that Light Brave, because that will definitely die. His Paragon got sacrificed. That's probably not what he wanted. Oh dear. Oh dear. I was kind of half joking, saying that my Octavius might well save the day. I think he probably will. Hanzo as well is awesome. How is he possibly going to win? I don't know what she meant by that. I think he's going to quit. Gosh, man, this reminds me of the first time. I said it a few times. The first time I fought Octavius, I was smashing this. Oh, bless him, telescope. I was smashing this deck, smashing it to bits, and it was a revive Octavius, and I couldn't kill it. I couldn't kill it with the deck I had at the time. Anyway, I didn't have a Wraith Hunter. I think I had white. You know what I'm saying? So obviously it would resist the hero skill of white with the renewal and things like that. So and then the next Alice Bond is when I got Octavius. Then I lost my shit, and oh my gosh, man. You haven't seen it, you're going to see the video. I can't remember when I did it, it was a long time ago. But anyway, that's my Octavius story. You just felt that way again when Octavius wins the day. I'd love to put a Shattered Soul meld on it, and I'd love to have the rune. I may well never have the rune, because in order to get the Shattered Soul rune, which makes you get more attack whenever anybody dies, right? In order to get the boon, you got to spend like real actual money. You know what I'm saying? Which is against my policy, but just reminiscing on good times. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe, and that is Steve, and I am out. So I might well do another video when it's Heaven's Blessing. We'll try and get some different competitors. I'll do auto, as I said as well. If I think it's a mismatch, I'll do auto. If I see a 4-star hero, then I'm gonna quit. And then hopefully we can battle with everybody else in between. Anyway, so please like, subscribe, that is Steve, and I'm out.